Hello, everyone. This is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some more Baseball Basic. What a classic, fun game. 1949 What If World Series, Brooklyn Dodgers versus the Boston Red Sox. Game 2, Dodgers took Game 1, 2-0 behind the pitching and hitting of Don Newcomb. Newcomb and Spider Jorgensen were co-MVPs of Game 1. Mel Parnell pitched beautifully and was a definition of a hard luck loser. First pitch is up next. This is a vintage 1949 season that I picked up off eBay. I have just purchased, winning another bid on the 1988 season. So we'll have that coming in soon. And you'll be seeing some more APBA on the channel. We're also going to have some Stratomatic on the channel with our 1976 set. I'm just trying to figure out what type of tournament to put together there. We've done some random or one-off games with Mark the Bird Fidrich and some other enjoyable pitchers such as J.R. Richard and Nolan Ryan. We also did Reggie Jackson with the Orioles, which was a lot of fun. All right. Here we go. Second game of the 1949 What If World Series. Dodgers versus Red Sox. Brooklyn up 1-0 in this best of 7. They took Game 1 2-0, as I stated earlier. What a phenomenally fun game. Ken Castro is here at Fenway Park along with Barbara Zeleckman. Hope everyone is doing well. Ken Castro says, play ball, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get to the starting lineups for the visiting Brooklyn Dodgers. First, we'll go with the pitcher on the mound in Game 2 for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Preacher Rowe. He is a B-grade pitcher with a Z modifier, 15-6 in 1949 with a 2.79 ERA. Your lineup for the Dodgers, same as Game 1. Pee Wee Reese will lead off and play short. Co-MVP John Donald Spider Jorgensen will bat second. He's at third. Duke Snyder will be in center field. The cleanup hitter, second baseman number 42, Jackie Robinson. Batting fifth in left field, Gene Hermansky. In right field, Carl Furillo. In reality, Furillo didn't play. The person who did play in right field, I don't have a card for him. And it's a What If World Series, so Furillo's going to play this game. Gil Hodges plays first. He'll bat seventh. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Roy Campanella. And as we stated, the pitcher, Preacher Rowe, will bat ninth. For the hometown Boston Red Sox, as Brian Hoxie has made it to his seat here at Fenway. Hope all is well, Brian. The pitcher to try to even up the series. He beat the Yankees on the final game of the season in 49 to earn the American League Championship and World Series berth. It's going to be Ellis Kinder, B grade with a Y modifier, 23-6 with a 3.36 ERA. In reality, it would have been in our reality, it would have been 24-5 because he lost to the Yankees in reality. Leading off, the little professor in center field, Dominic DiMaggio. Batting second at third base, Johnny Pesky. Ted Williams is in left field. Cleanup hitter, shortstop, former St. Louis Browns, Vern Stevens. Batting fifth, playing second base, Bobby Dorr. Al Zeke Zarella will be in right field. Billy Goodman bats seventh. He'll play first base. Doing the catching, batting eighth, George Robert Bertie Tibbetts from Nashua, New Hampshire. And batting ninth, as we stated, the pitcher, Ellis Raymond Ellie Kinder from Atkins, Arkansas. Kind of like that they put all that stuff on the card. Bob B has joined us here at Fenway. Hope all is well. Ken Castro says, Brian, I predict an offensive surge tonight. All right. So Pee Wee Reese will lead things off. Right-hand batting shortstop. Kinder is a lefty, I think. No, he's a righty. He throws righty. Parnell was the lefty. Here's the pitch to Pee Wee Reese. Can he get the Dodgers going? 46 for Pee Wee Reese. Is a 13. I don't have to look. That is a strikeout. So Kinder gets Reese via the K, looking on the inside pitch. Excellent job of framing it by Birdie Tibbetts. 1 out. For Spider Jorgensen, left-handed stick. Tibbetts sets the target. The pitch from Kinder, 31 to Spider Jorgensen. 31 is a 9. B grade on a 9 is a single. Past the dive of Vern Stevens, a shortstop, into left field. So the hot bat of Spider Jorgensen continues. So that's a single. The Cubs, the Bears has joined us. Hope all is well. The great white shark. The Cubs, the Bears says, if it was a drinking contest, my money would be on Vern Stevens. I'll take your word for that. 1 out, runner at first. Al Red Sox fan will remember to flip the charts. Again, we're using these old APBA charts that I purchased with the 1996 game with the playoff teams. And we have to go to the runner on first chart with 1 out. Duke Snyder, the Duke of Flatbush, at the plate. Another left-handed stick for Kinder. Red Sox hope to turn 2. Here's the pitch to Duke Snyder. That's a 14, 30, runner on first, 30. Oh, their defense is, the Dodgers is 43 rated, Red Sox 42 rated, so that's the best defense that you can have on the field for both teams. And that's a 30. It's going to be a fly ball out to left. Ted Williams will make the catch. Retreating back to first is Jorgensen. So Snyder flies to the splendid splinter in left field. Teddy ball game. Pop's Review has joined us. Hope all is well. Uncle Dave Gardner had a chat earlier tonight. I saw that. I was watching some boxing. So check that out. Oops. Remember to subscribe to Uncle Dave Gardner's channel and Pop's Review. Wonderful channels in our YouTube community. 2 outs for Jackie Robinson. Jorgensen will be off on contact. Robinson, right-handed batter, digs in the batter's box. Birdie Tibbetts wiggles the finger, sets the target. The pitch from Kinder to Jackie Robinson. That's a 54. Does it close the door? 32 with a runner at first. Fly ball to right field. Making the catch is Carl Furillo. And the side is retired. Now, I guess you could go right or left field there. I'll just show you real quick. So it's a 32. I don't want to waste too much time. It's an out. High fly skied to right field. Catch made. Runners hold. F7. That doesn't make any sense. It's flown to right field. Should be F9. So we're just going to say maybe with 2 outs, he hits it to left field. I don't know, but that's kind of stupid. Just have one or the other. It could be a typo. Robinson flies out to Zeke Zarella. Did I say Carl Furillo? The Dodgers are retired in the top of the first with no score. That will bring Preacher Rowe to the mound for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Bob B says, congratulations, Michigan Wolverines, Big Ten champions. So they beat Iowa tonight, I guess. That's what that would mean. For the Red Sox, it's going to be Dominic DiMaggio, Johnny Pesky, and Ted Williams. If anyone gets on, the man who can drink you under the table, per the Cubs, the Bears, Vern Stevens. Preacher Row on the bump for the Dodgers is a left-handed hurler. The pitch to the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio, that is a 13. A 13 is a 14. DiMaggio works a walk, but let's make sure. A 14 is a walk. A double ZZ pitcher takes that away. Preacher Row is a Z pitcher, not a double ZZ. So a good job by DiMaggio getting on. Little professor at first for Johnny Pesky. Pesky's going to swing the stick. We're not going to bunt here. So runner at first. Dodgers hope to turn 2 in the infield. Campanella sets the target. The pitch to Pesky. 43 to Johnny Pesky. That's a 29. 29 off the bat of Pesky is a slow chopper to second. A Y pitcher gets a strikeout. Preacher Row is not a Y pitcher. Making the play is Jackie Robinson as he flips to Hodges. Advancing on the fielder's choice to second is Dommy DiMaggio. So fielder's choice. Actually, that's not a fielder's choice. That's not a fielder's choice. That's just 4-3. 4-3. 1 out. Runner at second now for Ted Williams. They're going to pitch to Williams. You're not going to walk him to get to Vern Stevens. Stevens knocked in over 150 runs. So runner at second base. Red Sox were held scoreless in Game 1. They lost 2-0. The pitch from Preacher Row to the splendid splinter Ted Williams. Teddy ball game with a 23 is a 13. Oh, Williams did not like the called strike 3. He is barking at the umpire. And let's just double check to make sure it stays a strikeout. Yes, it does. Got him on the breaking pitch. Williams muttering curse words very loudly towards the home plate ump. RJL Network has joined us here at Fenway. Check out that wonderful channel. 2 outs for Vern Stevens. DiMaggio at second. Row rocks and deals to Vern Stevens. 43 to Vern Stevens. 43 is a 29. Runner at second. Check swing. Nub to first. Charging is Gil Hodges. He flips to Preacher Row, who wins the foot race on the bag. To the bag for out number 3. Scoring at home, 3-1. We're through 1 here at Fenway. Game 2 of the What If 1949 World Series is scoreless. The Brooklyn Dodgers took Game 1 2-0. They lead the series 1-0. For the Brooklyn Dodgers in the top of the second, Hermansky, Ferrillo, and Hodges to face Ellis Kinder. The pitch to Gene Hermansky, another left-handed stick. 33 for Hermansky. That's going to be a hit of some sort. 6, and I do believe that is a double. A 6. Double to left center field. So Gene Hermansky doubles off Kinder. Dodgers threatening to score. Carl Ferrillo at the plate. He had 18 homers with 106 ribbies. He's swinging the stick. So we have a runner at second as we switch the charts. .34 from Kinder is a 31. DiMaggio and the little professor makes the catch. Quickly pivots and fires the ball back in. Holding at second is Hermansky. Nice running catch by Dominic DiMaggio. First baseman Gil Hodges steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Rowe peeks over his shoulder, now looks in at Tibbetts. The pitch to Gil Hodges. 52, how you do, is a 27. 27, ground ball to third. A wide pitcher gets a strikeout. Kinder is a wide pitcher, so that's going to be a foul ball and then a swing and a miss. So Ellis Kinder, again, on a 52 is a 27. Wide pitcher gets the strikeout. Kinder is a wide pitcher. Kinder picks up his second K, trying to strand Hermansky, who had that leadoff double right there at second. 2 outs. Hermansky will be off on contact. Brooklyn Dodgers right-hand batting catcher Roy Campanella steps to the plate. Tibbetts goes through the signs. Kinder nods his head. The pitch to Campanella, trying to give the Dodgers a lead here. That's a 63 to Campanella. That's a 31 that should retire the side. Fly ball deep to center field. Once again on his horse, reaching out and making the lunging catch. To his left is Dominic DiMaggio. Leadoff double for the Dodgers goes for naught. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here at Fenway, Game 2 of the 1949 What If World Series. For the Red Sox, it will be Bobby Doerr, Al Zeke Zarella, Billy Goodman. Here's the pitch from Rowe to Bobby Doerr to lead things off in the bottom of the second. 25 to Bobby Doerr is an 8. B-grade pitcher is going to take that away, though I'm pretty sure of that. As you start to remember things, as everyone has told me. So a B-grade pitcher on an 8. That's a hard hit ball deep to center. Duke Snider will chase it down as he catches it going into the triangle. Bobby Doerr is out. 1 down. Clinton Parks, the good admiral, has joined us. Hope all is well, Clinton. Here's Al Zeke Zarella. The pitch to Zarella from Preacher Row. That's a 44 for Zeke. 44 is an 8. Another shot towards center field. We all know what that means. Duke Snider is going to chase it down once again. The B Voodoo gets Al Zeke Zarella, robbing a line from our good friend King Ikeboo. 2 outs. Base is empty. 2 hard shots to center. Both chased down by the Duke of Flatbush. Duke Snider. Here's Billy Goodman. Lefty-lefty matchup. Preacher Roll rocks and deals 33. That's a 7. Against the B grade is going to be a bounding ball past the dive of Jackie Robinson into right field. Goodman singles with 2 outs. Bertie Tibbetts, who homered in the final game of the season to help propel the Red Sox over the Yankees and to the American League Championship and a ticket to the World Series. Runner at first, 2 outs. We switched the charts. So far, so good. I remember to do that. The pitch to Bertie Tibbetts from Preacher Row, 31, is a 9. He's not going to rob that. It's going to be a Baltimore chop off the plate into no man's land, single. So that's an infield single for Bertie Tibbetts. Goodman advances to second. Tibbetts with the infield single. 2 outs, first and second. Can Ellie Kinder help his own cause? So we have first and second. And we have to use this chart. You can see first and second. So we'll slide that over here. Campanella goes out to have a word with his pitcher, Preacher Row. Now back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Kinder. Yes, double ones for Ellie Kinder. against a B-grade pitcher. That's a 7. RBI hit to left field. Oh, wow. Possible RBI hit to left field. Slow runner out at home, 7-2. So, this is huge. Billy Goodman is at second. He's a normal runner. He's going to score. Ellie Kinder does help the cause. And it's first and third. Good read by Tebbets. Because the run scores, so Tebbets goes first to third. That's what it looks like for the chart. And with under, if he was thrown out at the plate, the inning would have been over. But if it was under 2 outs, it would have been second and third, where the batter moves up. So Tebbets moves to third. Kinder has a run batted in. Richard Ottoni has joined us. He says, committee, he's talking NCAA football here. Committee has a tough job. Michigan, Florida State University, and Washington undefeated. Alabama, Georgia, 1 loss. Texas, 1 loss. Beat Alabama, thinking it's Alabama. It should be Texas, in my opinion. They beat Alabama, but that's just my opinion. But yep, that's why they should go. If you win your conference, you go to the playoffs, and then they should pick some wild card teams or at-large bids, however you want to put it. Just taking the top 4 teams is stupid. You have enough bowl games on New Year's Day that you could play. As I drink some water. 1 AA, or that's what they used to call it, has a playoff system. Just do the same thing. Use the bowl games for the playoff games. If you're not going to do that, go back to the old way. Go back to the old way. I like it much better. I don't like the playoff system the way it is. And I hate overtime. It's an asinine overtime rule. It's not football. Jim L. Hopeball as well. He says Alabama beat the number 1 team and the SEC championship. Yeah, it's tough, though, but Texas beat Alabama, right? It's tough. I mean, they won on the field, so that's just, it's interesting. Bob B says, Al, how do you think APBA handles pitching with just having grades in rating? It's the one thing holding me back from buying the game. It's worked out well. I'm not an expert. I tried it because I picked it up the 96 game with the 95 playoff teams. Excuse me. And I'm enjoying it, but I'm only playing basic, and I like it. It's worked out well. Again, I still like Strat, and I still like for card and dice as well as this, and I like History Maker Baseball. I'm enjoying that. I got a bunch of play stuff in that we might do a chat with coming up, and we'll show that off and get stuff on the channel there. All right, 2 outs, first and third, and now let's make sure we switch this to first and third. For Dominic DiMaggio, he walked his first time up. The pitch to the little professor from Preacher Row, that is a 13, and he's going to walk. But let's make sure it's a 14. 14. Did he go around? No. Double Z pitcher says 2 balls, but again, Preacher Row is only a Z pitcher. That is a walk. DiMaggio, another fine at bat. He's on base with his second free pass. Bases are now juiced as Tibbet stays at third. Kinder advances to second. DiMaggio at first. 2 outs for Johnny Pesky, who ground weakly to Jackie Robinson. Red Sox up 1-0, looking to blow this game open early. The pitch to Pesky. No place to put Johnny. It's a 43-29, and we have to go to the bases loaded chart before we foobar that. And 29 on bases loaded, I do believe, will be an out. 29 bases loaded. Y pitcher gets a strikeout. Rowe is a Z pitcher. That's a one-hopper back to Rowe. He'll throw to first. The Red Sox leave them loaded. They squander a golden opportunity as Pesky grounds out 1-3. Boston does pick up a run, though, but they could have had so many more. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Boston. So Pesky is now 0 for 2 groundouts. Williams was biting on the chomp, biting at the bit, to get up to bat after he struck out looking. In the bottom of the third for the Brooklyn Dodgers, it'll be Preacher Rowe, then the top of the order, Pee Wee Reese and Spider Jorgensen. The pitch to Preacher Rowe from Ellis Kinder, 23, is a strikeout. Swing and a miss. It's a 13. Ellie Kinder has struck out 3 so far. Top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. He was a Kinder strikeout victim. The pitch to Reese, 16, 28. A 28 will be a hopper to Vern Stevens at short. Fires a strike to Goodman. Reese is retired 6-3, 2 down here in the top of the third. Kinder is dealing, but he'll have to deal against John Donald Spider Jorgensen, who has been phenomenal so far in this World Series. The pitch to Jorgensen, left-handed stick, 46 to Jorgensen. 46 is a 30 that should end the top of the third. Long drive to deep left center field. DiMaggio Williams. It's DiMaggio calling off Ted Williams, making a fine running catch. Jorgensen gave it a ride, but it's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Boston. Red Sox trying to even the series at 1. I'm going to try to get a Dodgers little helmet or gumball helmet, a Brooklyn Dodgers helmet. I got to look on eBay to see if someone has one of those as I hit the camera. For the Red Sox, it's going to be Ted Williams, Vern Stevens, and Bobby Doerr to face Preacher Rowe. 1-0 Red Sox. The pitch to the splendid splinter in a lefty-lefty matchup. 46 to Ted Williams. 46 is a 40. 40 popped. Foul tip. Catcher holds on to it. Strike 1. It would have been a ball 1 if it was a wild pitcher. Preacher Rowe's not. So Ted Williams missed a pitch to grip and rip. He's disappointed with himself. Steps back in the box. Rowe rocks and deals once again to the splendid splinter. That's a 43. Is that the same exact thing? 29. No, that's a 29. And a 29 with the bases empty. Hard shot right back at the pitcher. Rowe knocks it down. Calmly picks it up. Throws to first for out number 1. An ex-pitcher would have had a strikeout. So that's 1-3. Nice play by Preacher Rowe. Williams lashed that thing right at the good Preacher. So with 1 out, Vern Stevens 0 for 1. The pitch to Stevens. 65 from Preacher Rowe. 65 is a 35 with bases empty. Popped up. Right side. Campanella going after it, and near the dugout, calling off Hodges, makes the catch. Holy cow. Campanella makes the play. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Boston. Dodgers lead the series 1-0. They took game 1 behind the brilliant pitching and hitting of Don Newcomb, and also some hot hitting from Spider Jorgensen. 2 outs, base is empty. Bobby Dory's flown out to Duke Snider. The pitch to Bobby Dorr, 34. Does it close the door? 34 is a 31. 31, fly ball, center field. Duke Snider to his left makes the running grab. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We're through 3. Game 2 of the 1949 What If World Series, 1-0 Red Sox. Red Sox trail in the series, 1-0. We go to the top of the fourth. For the Dodgers will be Snyder, Robinson, Hermansky to face Ellie Kinder. The pitch to Duke Snider, who flew out to Williams in left. 43 for the good Duke, 29, bases empty. Well, I know with a 29, it's a one-hopper right back to the pitcher. Kinder tosses the Goodman. Snyder is retired, 1-3. Jackie Robinson flew out to Al Zexarella in right. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to number 42, Jackie Robinson. 42 to Jackie Robinson. That's a 9. That is a 9. Kinder is a B grade. B grade pitcher, does not have the voodoo. It's a single past the dive of Vern Stevens into left field. So Jackie Robinson singles. He's a fast runner, but there was no automatic steal there. Just double check. Nope. And again, the steals are built into the basic game. And so is the advancement of runners when the ball is hit. Tying run at first for Eugene Victor, Gene Hermansky. Hermansky doubled to lead off the second, but went no further. The pitch to Hermansky from Kinder with Robinson at second. 1 out, 63. What will it be? We shall see. That's a 31. And we have to flip the chart to runner on second. And it's a 31. Fly ball deep to center field, but you know who is there, the little professor, DiMaggio. He quickly catches it and fires it back in. Robinson bluffed, but did not go. Hermansky's 1 for 2. 2 outs. Robinson will be off on contact. Right fielder, right-hand batting, Carl Rocky Ferrillo comes to the plate. 0 for 1. The pitch to Ferrillo. It's a 66. You can kiss that one goodbye. Carl Ferrillo launches that one to center field. No one's getting that. Gone, baby, gone. Bippity, boppity, boom to the moon. Carl Ferrillo, as his nickname Rocky would say, just landed the Susie Q to the chagrin of the Fenway faithful. Boom goes the ball. Carl Ferrillo touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. And just like that, the Brooklyn Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. What a blast by Carl Ferrillo. So no one we're probably not going to get a pitching grade upgrade for either one of these two pitchers. Scoring ahead of Ferrillo was Jackie Robinson. That is what you call a clutch 2-out hit in the top of the fourth. Doug Hunt, how you doing? Here's Gil Hodges. Bertie Tebbetts goes out to have a word with Ellie Kinder. Kinder has to regroup here, keep it a 1-run deficit. The pitch to Gil Hodges, right-hand batting first baseman. He was a strikeout victim of Ellie Kinder. That's a 43. A 43 is a 29, bases empty, thanks to the home run by Carl Ferrillo. And a 29, one hopper knocked down by Kinder. Picks it up, moving to his left, pivots, throws to Goodman. Side is retired, but the 2-run blast by Ferrillo gives the Dodgers a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. For the Red Sox, now trailing by 1, Preacher Rowe on the mound still for the Dodgers. He'll face Al, Zeke Zarella, Billy Goodman, Birdie Tebbetts. If anyone gets on, Ellis Kinder. Here's the pitch to Zeke Zarella, 0 for 1. He flew out to Snyder. It's a 55. Stay away from that 8. 55 is an 8. The B Voodoo takes that away. Once again, it is a shot to center field. Once again, the good Duke tracks it down going into the triangle. Fans just cannot believe the Red Sox are hitting the ball hard, but nothing to show for it. It's that B Voodoo, as King Icky Boo would say. The pitch to Billy Goodman. Goodman singled and scored on the Ellie Kinder single. In the second, 41 to Billy Goodman from Preacher Rowe. 41's a 24. A 24 is a hard hit ball to short. Pee Wee Reese in the hole. Backhands, pivots, fires. It's a low throw, scooped out of the dirt by Gil Hodges. 2 away. Pee Wee robs a hit from Goodman. Base is empty for Birdie Tibbetts. He had an infield single. Campanella sets up inside to his counterpart Tibbetts. Rowe rocks and deals. It's a 65, 35, 35, jammed, popped up behind the plate. Campanella throws the mask askew, waits for the ball to come down, makes the catch. The Red Sox are retired 1-2-3. Tibbetts is now 1 for 2. Top of 5, 2-1 Brooklyn Dodgers. In the top of the 5th, will be Campanella, Rowe, then the top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. Doug Hunt says, good, Al. Hope all is well. Just finished playing some Hockey Blast. I got some, my box came early from play. We have the Canadian Football League. What's that called? I picked up the Canadian Football League game with a couple of Doug Flutie seasons. I picked up the greatest World Cup teams, like all-star teams for each nation. So that's cool. So that's soccer. And I picked up the rest of the all-time all-star teams for football. Cold Snap, yes, I'm very excited about that. Plus, I downloaded some free seasons with Warren Moon. Excited about that stuff. And they have a quick play option. So I might actually play out the Doug Flutie seasons. All right, top of 5. Here's the pitch of Campanella, 0 for 1. Trying to add to the Dodgers' lead. They're up 2-1 here in the 5th, Game 2 of the World Series. Brooklyn up 1-0 in the series as they took Game 1 2-0. 63 to Campanella's a 31 with bases empty. A 31 is a fly out to Dominic DiMaggio. Both center fielders, DiMaggio and Snyder, have been busy Beavers. Second time Campanella has flown out to the little professor. 1 out for the pitcher, Preacher Rowe. He was a strikeout victim of Ellie Kinder. The pitch to Preacher Rowe. 14 is a 30. A 30 is a fly ball to Ted Williams. Williams squeezes it, 2 down. Top of the order, Pee Wee Reese is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. The pitch to Pee Wee. Kinder looking for a 1-2-3 inning. That's a 61. 14, he's not going to get it. 14 is a walk. Reese is a fast runner, and let's just double check the 14. Yep, it's a walk. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. No automatic steal there. 2 outs, reset first for the hot-hitting Spider Jorgensen. He's 1 for 2. His 1 hit was a single. The pitch to Jorgensen is a 54-32 fly ball deep to right center field on his horse. Calling off Al Zeke Zarella is the little professor Dominic DiMaggio. He's all over the place. Side is retired. The 2-out walk doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Brooklyn Dodgers still lead 2-1 over the Boston Red Sox. If they could take 2 from the Red Sox and they go back to Brooklyn, they could sweep. And that would bring much joy to the borough of Brooklyn. In the bottom of the 5th, there'll be Kinder, who singled in his first at-bat. Then the top of the order, DiMaggio and Pesky. If anyone gets on, a very angry Ted Williams. The pitch to Ellie Kinder from Preacher Row. 14 is a 30. Fly ball. Left center field. This time it's going to be Hermansky making the catch instead of Snyder. Kinder is now 1 for 2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order, Dominic DiMaggio has walked twice, so no official at-bat. The little professor would like to go yard. He had 8 home runs in 49. The pitch to DiMaggio, that's not going to do it. That's a 36. A 36 is a 33. What will it be? Popped up, foul territory, right side, racing over is Jackie Robinson. Hodges is there too. Hodges has lost the ball, and Robinson makes the catch. So the first time, DiMaggio will not reach base. 2 outs. Base is empty for Johnny Pesky. Pesky's grounded out twice last time, but the base is loaded. And he hit the ball right back at Preacher Row. On deck, Ted Williams. The pitch to Pesky. 12. A 12 is a 25. That will end the bottom of this inning on a ground ball to Jackie Robinson. Robinson flips to Hodges. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. 3 ground outs for Pesky. Top of 6. 2-1 Dodgers. Right-handed hurler. Kinder back up on the mound to face Duke Snyder. Snyder's 0 for 2. The pitch to Edwin Donald Duke Snyder. 15 is a 10. 15 is a 10. A 10 on a B-grade pitcher. A little flare into right. Zarella racing in. He'll have to play it on a hop. That's a single for the Duke. Snyder's a fast runner. No automatic steal there. That brings up Jackie Robinson. Robinson will swing the stick. Red Sox looking for 2. They're not going to get it on 22, but let's get the right chart up. Runner at first. 22. Jackie Robinson is a 7. A 7 is a single to right center field. Fast runner. Single to right center field. Runner to third. Fast runner takes second on the throw. Jackie Robinson is a fast runner, as they do not get the sliding Duke Snyder. Probably should have kept the double play in order there. Bad decision by Al Zeke Zarella. So it's a single, but he advances to second on the throw. Second and third, no outs, 2-1. Red Sox will play in against the left-handed batting Gene Hermansky. So the Red Sox will play in with second and third. And we got to use the second and third chart. I'm going to take a sip of water before I have a coughing fit. Clinton Park says there was a very true reason why the little professor played center field. That's why the little professor. He was excellent. He was excellent. He's not discussed as one of the all-time Red Sox greats, and he should be. Infield in. The pitch to Hermansky. 53. What will it be? We shall see. That's a 16. Oh, boy. 16. sac fly, center field. So it's going to be a sac fly for Hermansky. Snyder scores from third. It's 3-1. Hermansky has a run batted in. 53, 16. Runner on second moves to third. So Jackie Robinson moves up to third. 1 out. Infield plays in again. It's now 3-1 Dodgers. Here's Carl Furillo. Last time up, he wiped out the Red Sox 1-0 lead with a 2-run blast to dead center. Trying to add to his 2 RBI total. Oh boy. Dodgers trying to break this open now. Infield in, runner at third, 1 out. The pitch to Carl Furillo, 43, is a 29. A 29. Broken bat, hopper to the pitcher. Robinson holds at third as Kinder looks him back, tosses to Goodman, 2 down. So Kinder saws off Furillo. There's 2 outs. Robinson still at third, though. It'll be up to Gil Hodges, who's 0 for 2. He was a strikeout victim, and he, too, grounded to Ellie Kinder. The pitch to Hodges, 64, is a 12. Fly ball to right field. Coming in, making a dive for it. Making the juggling catches. Zeke Zarella. The side is retired. The Red Sox limit the damage to 1 run. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, the Brooklyn Dodgers 3, the Boston Red Sox 1. The run was scored on the sac fly by Hermansky. So the Red Sox down 2. Preacher Rowe back up on the mound. Still a B grade. As he has given up. For your grade reduction, you have to give up 5 earned runs in 3 or fewer innings. That's not going to happen. And the same thing with, and they got to be consecutive innings. Kinder's given up 3 runs, but it's not going to be. It wasn't in 3 or fewer. It's got to be 5 runs in 3 or fewer innings consecutive. All right, Ted Williams, 0 for 2. Rowe to the splendid splinter. That's a 16, is a 28. That will be an out. What kind of out, we'll find out in a second as we have to go to the bases empty chart. So 16, 28. Ground out to Pee Wee Reese as he makes a diving stop, pops up, throws to Hodges. Ted Williams just not having any kind of luck. Well, he is. It's all been bad luck. 1 out, bottom of the 6th, 3-1 Dodgers trying to sweep the first 2 games at Fenway. Vern Stevens is 0 for 2. That's a 12 to Vern Stevens, 25. Stevens swings the stick, chops it to Jackie Robinson, who will toss to first for out number 2. An X-rated pitcher would have had a strikeout, but Rowe is a Z grade, Z modification. So that's 4-3, 2 ground balls, 2 outs. Ken Castro says Teddy Ballgame needs to pick it up. Yes, he does. Bobby Dorr has flown out twice to center. The pitch to Dorr from the good preacher, 61 is a 24. That's going to retire the side. Two hopper to short, backhanded by Reese. He fires a strike to Hodges. 3 ground balls, 3 outs. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-1 Dodgers. For Brooklyn, it'd be Campanella, Rowe, then the top of the order, Pee Wee Reese. To face the right-handed hurler, Ellis Kinder. Trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. The pitch to Roy Campanella. He's flown out twice to the little professor in center. That's a 31 to Campy. It's a 9. B grade will not take that away. It's a single to left past Vern Stevens, the shortstop of the Boston Red Sox. So Campanella is on for the first time in this game, and that's a single. And I don't like the way that looks because I'm not going to remember what the hell that was. Not that I keep stats. I just keep the book so I know where people are. And it's fun keeping the book. And if you like to keep stats, that's cool too. Preacher Rowe will bunt. So we have a run at first. He's 0 for 2. He will bunt. And with this version of the game, you go to this chart, a little rule explanation rule book. And then it says runner at second. There we go. So sacrifice bunt, runner at first. You roll the dice. You get the same type of result, and you go here. Squares the bunt. 45. It would have been a walk. God, fudge knocker. A 45 is a 14. Oh, it's ball 4. It's still ball 4. Way inside. Instead of taking the sure out, now we've got runners on first and second. So they try to jam them too much. A little too cute for Kinder and the Red Sox. Should have took the sure out. First and second, no outs. Red Sox will play for 2. Here in the top of the 7th, they trail 3-1. Pee Wee Reese steps to the plate. And we've got to go first and second. Let's get that chart. Here we go. Let's flip that over here. Reese is going to bunt. 32 is a 26. And we have runners on first and second. Got to find that. As Reese squares the bunt. So first and second. 32 is a 26. A 26 bunted to the left side. Third baseman fields it, throws to first for the out. Sacrifice is good. So making the play at third was Pesky. Quickly getting back to the bag was the first baseman, Goodman. So that's going to be a sack, 5-3. Campanella to third. Rowe to second. Campanella is a normal runner. Rowe is a slow runner. Infield will play in with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Second and third for the Dodgers. They're up 3-1. Trying to take the first 2 games here at Fenway. And the hot-hitting John Donald Spider Jorgensen at the plate, the Dodgers' third baseman. So we have second and third. We flip the chart. Infield playing in. Kinder needs a strikeout here. 64 is a 31. Infield playing in. 31. High fly ball to center. Racing in is DiMaggio. Makes the catch, fire towards the plate. The runner will hold at third. So holding at third is Campanella. 2 outs now. Infield goes back to normal. Jorgensen, after singling, has flown out 3 times to the little professor. 64 is a 12. 64 is a 12? Did I roll a 64? I thought I rolled a 54. Was it a 64? Was it a 64? All right, I'll take your word for it. 12. It's still an out. Fly to left field, caught out at home. Oh, I see. Did I roll at 64? And I said 54. Oh, it's a double play then. You are right. All right, so thank you. So that's going to be Ted Williams making the catch, firing towards the plate. Bertie Tibbetts blocks the plate, applies the tag on his opposite, Campanella, who is out. As Ken Castro says, I rolled a 64, so I will take his word for it. Red Sox get out of it. That's a double play. What a play by Teddy Ballgame. As that goes 7-2. Larry Mullins, how you doing? That was a huge play by Teddy Ballgame. Now he has to do it at the plate. So I rolled a 64, and somehow I said 54 to my mind. That's what I saw. And we looked at the 54. We got the out, but not the double play. So Ken Castro helped me out there and corrected me. I appreciate that. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Dodgers, as Larry Mullins has joined us. Hello, Al. More APBA. Love it. And I just made my first mistake. But it was corrected by our good friend, Ken Castro. All right, now, Rowe is still a B grade. The Dodgers have a much better bullpen than the Red Sox. Their bullpen's god-awful. They have Jack Banta. He's a B grade, C grade starter, but B grade reliever. That's what that star means, I think. And then they have Joe Hatton. He's a C grade pitcher, which would be a C grade reliever. And then they have Irv Palvivic, but they call him Pelika. So they cut down his name. And he's a C grade. So if we go to anyone, it'll be Banta for the Dodgers. But Rowe's only given up one run. That was in the 2nd. 3-1 Dodgers. The pitch to Al Zixarella. Lefty-lefty matchup. That's a 12. A 12 is a 25. Bases empty. Let's get to the right chart. 25. That's going to be an out. What kind of out? It's a ground out to Jackie Robinson. An ex-pitcher would have a strikeout. Preacher Rowe is a Z modifier. So that's a ground out for Zarella. He's 0 for 3. Red Sox bats have gone silent. Billy Goodman scored the only run way back in the 2nd off the single from Ellis Kinder. The pitch to Billy the Kid Goodman. 53 is a 20. Back. Now that's, oh, nope. Pop fly near first base. Hodge is waiting for it to come down in foul territory. Spins a bit, stumbles, but he makes the catch. Nice play by Gil Hodges. 2 away. Now bring up Bertie Tibbetts. The pitch to the Red Sox catcher, who is 1 for 2. 22, how do you do? Stay away from any 8. Stay away from an 8. It's a 7. All right, that's a hit. Single into right field. So Tibbetts picks up his 2nd hit. Tying run comes to the plate, and Ellis Kinder. You'd say pinch hit for Kinder. I mean, we have one decent hitter on the bench, but the bullpen is god-awful. You're not going to that bullpen. It's up to Ellie Kinder to help his own cause. 2 outs. Tibbetts at first. Rowe looks in at Campanella. We got to get a runner at first chart here. Pitch homeward bound to Ellie Kinder. 53 is a 13. Swing and a miss. Kinder was trying to tie it up with one swing of the bat. He hit nothing but air. We go to the top of the 8th. 3-1 Dodgers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Ellis Kinder has pitched 5 consecutive sorry. Preacher Rowe has pitched 5 consecutive scoreless innings. If the pitcher allows no earned runs in 5 consecutive innings. He's going to go to a B. He's going to go to an A grade now because he gave up a run in the second, but goose eggs 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He goes to an A grade. Is that correct? Is that correct, Kenny Castro? I'm going to say he goes to an A grade. 5 consecutive innings. And that's going to be huge. So Ellie Kinder makes the out. Doug Hunt says crazy eights. Yes, they are. The pitch to Duke Snyder from Ellis Kinder is a 13. Oh, that's a walk. 14. Base is empty. 14s are always walks. I'm not even going to look. He's not a double ZZ pitcher or whatever. Snyder reaches for the second time. This time via the free pass. Ken Castro says yes. In basic, he moves up. Okay, thank you. Jackie Robinson at the plate, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Robinson with a 42. And now we have a runner at first. 42 is a 9. That's going to be a single as it's chopped off the plate. Snyder moves to second, so that's an infield single. First and second, no outs. And again, we're not going to the Red Sox bullpen. It stinks. Gene Hermansky has doubled. Also had a sac fly for the third run. Back in the top of the sixth, the pitch to Hermansky. First and second, no outs. 26. First and second. 26 is a 13. That's a strikeout. That is huge. Let's just make sure it stays a strikeout. Big swing and a miss on the curve. All right, Kinder picks up another K. He now has 4 strikeouts in this 3-1 ball game. Carl Furillo had the big homer back in the fourth. It was a 2-run blast that wiped out the 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. The pitch to Furillo. 13 is a 40. 40 on first and second. Grounder to short, flips to... So Vern Stevens flips to Bobby Doerr, and he drops the ball. Oh, should have been a double play. Bobby Doerr, thinking about the pivot and throw, drops the ball. That's an E4. Bases are loaded with Dodgers. Snyder at third. Robinson at second. Furillo at first. 1 out. Gil Hodges steps to the plate. Red Sox will play for 2. We're not going to play in. We got the bases juiced. Let me think about this. Not a lot of double plays on here. All right, infield in. A-grade pitcher. Infield in. The pitch to Gil Hodges. 16. 28. Infield in. Slow roller. No play for the shortstop. RBI single. Had we been playing normal, it's still an RBI, but we would have had got the second. We would have had the force and not been able to turn the double play. So that sucks. That makes no sense to me. So that's 16, 28. Infield in, slow roller, but the infield's playing in. The infield's playing in. That makes no sense. Slow roller, no play. Even with the infield in. So it must have just died. 4-1. Hodges gets an infield hit. A second infield hit for the Dodgers in this inning. Snyder scores. Dodgers now have a 3-run lead. Base is still juiced. Robinson to third. Furillo to second. RBI infield single for Gil Hodges. Michael Terranova, how you doing, Mike? 4-1, infield in again. Didn't help us last time. At least we would have had an out. The pitch to Campy, 23 is a 26. 26. Infield in, sharp hit ball to second. They throw to the plate for the out. Scoring goes Door to Tibbetts, 4-2. Base is still loaded. So that's a fielder's choice, 4-2. Robinson out at the plate on the force out. Ferrillo to third. Hodges to second. Campanella reaches on the fielder's choice. Preacher Rowe with another run and an A grade as he's pitching beautifully. Stays in the hit. 66, you son of a bitch. That's a 7. We have just broken this ball game wide open for the Dodgers. That's a 7. B grade. Single. 2-run score, runners on the corners. It's now 6-1 Dodgers. Preacher Rowe gets a single. Knocks in 2. Ferrillo scores. Hodges scores. Campanella goes first to third, and there's still 2 outs. 6-1. Mike Terranova says he's doing good. I'm doing good too. The pitch to Pee Wee Reese, 64 is a 12. First and third. First and third. On a 12. That's going to be a ball hit to first. Goodman makes the stab, tosses to Kinder, who steps on the bag. The side is retired. But the Dodgers get 3, and it all started with that E4 when the Red Sox couldn't turn the double play. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-1 Dodgers. So Pee Wee Reese is out 3-1. So the Dodgers looking good to take these first 2 games at Fenway, as Bob B says, Al not happy with Preacher Rowe. He is killing it. Good for the Preacher. And I'm not taking Ellis Kinder out. He's still a B grade because he hasn't given up consecutive runs. Let's just check. And the bullpen's awful. He only would drop to a C anyway. Every bullpen pitcher's a D, or they're horrible. Pitcher reduction. If a pitcher allows 5 earned runs in 3 consecutive, in any 3 or fewer consecutive innings, so it's not consecutive, so he's still a B grade. Oh boy, Preacher Rowe with a 5-run lead. His grade moves up to an A. I'm drinking some water so I don't have a coughing fit. Come on, top of the order, Dominic DiMaggio, 55. Stay away from the freaking 8. 55 is an 8. It's an out. Oh, my God. That's a fly out to center. And he's an A grade. He has even more voodoo. So an A grade pitcher takes away the 8 and 9. But now, actually, it's not a fly out to center. It's a lazy pop fly, pop up near the foul line, third base. So Jorgensen makes the catch in foul territory. DiMaggio, hit taken away. Had to pitch to Grip and Rip, and he pops out to Jorgensen. The Spider gets it in his web. 1 out. Johnny Pesky. The pitch to Pesky. 62 to Pesky's a 39. A 39. I don't care how we need to get on base. Curve drops in for strike 1. A wild pitcher would be ball 1. So Pesky doesn't like the call. Steps out of the box. Now back in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pesky rolls a 24. That's a 32. How do you do? Not too well. Flying out to right center field, making the running catch is Carl Furillo. 2 down. Red Sox fans moaning, groaning. They're not happy with their team right now. Ted Williams is not happy, period. He's 0 for 3. The pitch to the splendid Splinter, 66. Booyah! Ted Williams launches that high, deep, and gone. He crushes it to right center field. The Red Sox get 1 back on the bippity-boppity boom by Ted Williams. Boom goes the ball. Ted Williams touches them all. Steps on home plate. Calls the home plate umpire a mother fudger. The home plate umpire glares at Williams. Williams says, don't do it. And he doesn't. So Ted Williams homers. The Red Sox are down 4. It's now 6-2. The umpire starts to walk towards the Red Sox dugout. Ted Williams walks right out of the dugout and says, I will knock your effing head off. The umpire looks at the commissioner. The commissioner looks at Ted Williams, and Williams says, you are next. So Williams stays in the ballgame. Here's Vern Stevens. Come on, back-to-back jacks. 62, 39. 39. I don't care if we reach on an error. Strike 1 on the curveball. Stevens steps back in the batter's box. 62 again is a 39. Strike 2. Hey, what if I roll that for a third time? I guess that's a strike 3 then. Vern Stevens, again, 42. Is a 14. He battles back for a walk. Yes. Red Sox have something going here. Red Sox have something going. Here's Bobby Doerr. Bobby Doerr had bases loaded and he couldn't pull the trigger. Come on, Bobby. Or is that Pesky? I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need some runs. So we have a runner at first. So maybe Ted Williams has just sparked this baseball team to a biblical comeback. Williams screaming at everyone in the dugout, calling them a bunch of rooster suckers. The pitch to Bobby Doerr. 51 to Bobby Doerr. It's an 8. Son of a gun. We already know that's going to be a soft grounder. Bobby Doerr had a pitch to grip and rip. He'll bounce it to Jorgensen. Jorgensen throws to first. Yells across the diamond towards Ted Williams. Williams doesn't like that. The side is retired. The Red Sox only get 1 on the Ted Williams blast. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-2 Dodgers. Ted Williams having some words with Jorgensen now. Jorgensen will be up to lead off the top of the 9th. They'll face Ellie Kinder. The pitch to Spider Jorgensen. 12 is a 25. Base is empty. Looks like the Red Sox are going to go down 2-0. 25. Ground ball to Doerr. He'll throw to first. 1 out. Ted Williams screaming at Jorgensen from left field. Duke Snider steps to the plate. The pitch to the Duke of Flatbush. 24 is a 13. Swing and a miss. Dodgers up by 4. The Red Sox cannot afford to give up any more runs with only 3 outs to go. Jackie Robinson next. 14 for Jackie. That's a 30. Robinson will fly out to Dami DiMaggio in left center field. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 6-2 Dodgers. Bob B. Sounds like Williams has been drinking with Vern Stevens. Red Sox need 4 to tie, 5 to win. It'll be Zarella, Goodman, and Tebbets. They'll stick with Preacher Rowe, who's an A grade. The pitch to Al Zeke Zarella. 34 for the Zeke. That's a 31. 31. Zarella sends a fly ball to center field. Camping, waiting for it. Backing up a bit is Snyder. 1 out. The Dodgers 2 outs away from taking the first 2 at Fenway. Billy Goodman 1 for 3. 21 for Billy Goodman. That's a 31. A 31 is, guess what? Another fly ball to Duke Snyder. Rinse and repeat. It's deja vu all over again, as the late, great Yogi Berra said. 2 outs, base is empty for Birdie Tebbets. The pitch to Tebbets. 13, 14. Tebbets works a walk. Ellis Kinder steps to the plate. Now do we want to pinch hit with Lou Stringer? Why not? 2 outs, runner at first. Down by 4. We're going to pinch hit with Lou Stringer. All right, so we have a pinch hitter. I'm going to put that over here. Stringer. In the 9th inning. All right, Stringer trying to get it to Tommy DiMaggio. Campanella has a word with Preacher Rowe. He says he's okay. The pitch to Lou Stringer, 53, 18. Ooh, what's an 18? Well, an 18 would have been good, except they're a good fielding team. Chopper to short. Reese Fields quickly releases. Low throw. Hodges scoops it out of the dirt. Game 2 goes to the Brooklyn Dodgers 6-2. As the pinch hitter Stringer grounds out 6-3. Dodgers take a 2-0 lead heading back to the borough of Brooklyn. Your winning pitcher going the distance is Preacher Rowe. He went 9 innings, gave up 2 runs, one of them a homer to Ted Williams, and Preacher Rowe only struck out 2. Struck out 2. I like to keep the strikeouts. Kinder pitched well until the 8th. I mean, he wasn't awesome, but he gave up 6 runs. Never lost his B grade, though. So he pitched 9, gave up 6 runs. Kinder struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dodgers win 6-2. Player of the game, Preacher Rowe. Player of the game, Preacher Rowe. Carl Furlow with an honorable mention. So, Dodgers 2-0 in our What If World Series. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun. Some more APBA on the channel. We're going to take a little break from APBA. We'll have something else on if I'm able to stream tomorrow. I might do a little streaming again in about 15 minutes because I don't have to go to sleep and I'm not tired. I'd like to thank Mike Terranova, Doug Hunt, Bob B., Ken Castro. Thank you. I only made one mistake. Ken Castro caught it and we fixed it. Scroll up. Larry Mullins, Clinton Parks, RJL Network. Check out that wonderful channel. Richard Atoni, Jim L. Hope all is well, as always. Pops Review, another fun content creator in our community. Dave Gardner. Everyone knows Dave. If you haven't subscribed to those channels, please do so. Brian Hoxie, the Cubs, the Bears, the Great White Shark, as I like to call him. Barbara Zeleckman. So thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, it'd be really cool if you hit that like button. That's always greatly appreciated. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that's awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. We pretty much do everything live. Occasionally, I'll upload. Check out the other wonderful content creators in our community. Subscribe, share, like them, as well as me. Become a member of the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community. It's very easy. You just subscribe to us and come where everybody knows your name and we have fun. We have fun. Michael Terranova says, are you playing another baseball game, Al? I don't know. Might do a little football. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might shoot zombies, to which no one watches that, but I feel like shooting zombies. But I don't know. I have a fun retro boxing game. Remember Punch-Out? They came up with another one. Maybe we'll play a little bit of that on the channel. Get my ass handed to me in that game. So, well, stay safe. Be smart. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You're not going to agree with everyone. You're not going to agree with me all the time. But we're all human beings. And if you treat people with respect, you get respect back. And you work out things. The world's a crazy place. We don't have to bring crazy to us. Work together. Things come out the best they can be. God bless. I love you all. We'll see you very soon. Ken Castro says, who are the starters for Game 3? Okay, so Game 3, good question. Let's go here. For the Dodgers, Game 3, Ralph Branca, the Hawk. I like that. I didn't know his nickname was the Hawk. For the Red Sox, Game 3, we're going three-man rotation. Oh, God. For the Red Sox, it's going to be Joe Dobson. He's a C grade. Both pitchers are C grade. So it's Branca, Dobson back in Brooklyn. D. Scott Howard has joined us late, but we still love the Goat Whisperer. So that's it. I'll be back in a little bit. We'll think of something else to stream. If it's baseball, because I'm not going to set up everything here, it'll probably be a PC replay game. So if it's baseball, I don't know. So thank you very much. Love you all. Greatly appreciate your time. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Peace. See you soon.